For 47 days, Daniel had spoken to no one, except the jungle. He was an adventurous photographer, drawn to the untamed beauty of the Congo to document its rarest species. But on the third day, his journey took a terrifying turn. The small plane he was in sputtered, then plunged from the sky, crashing deep within the dense and forgiving forest. The world presumed him dead. Even Daniel himself, waking up to the wreckage, believed his story had ended there. With a broken arm, a shattered radio, and only a half-burnt backpack, he began the longest walk of his life. But the jungle, it wasn't silent. It watched him, every step he took. Every night, they are filled with the chilling howls of wild beasts, a constant reminder of his vulnerability. Every morning, the sharp pains radiating through his body screamed that he was utterly alone. He learned to survive on the delicate drops of rainwater clinging to giant leaves. He gambled his life on wild fruits, praying with each bite that they weren't poisonous. One afternoon, consumed by hunger, he fainted beside a river. He woke not to the bite of an insect or the slither of a snake, but to a gentle nudge. A baby chimpanzee. It was small, its eyes wide with fright, and it was alone, just like him. In a voice cracked from disuse, Daniel whispered, "Hey little guy, looks like we're both lost." From that moment on, they were no longer two separate souls lost in the wilderness. They were a team. Their unlikely friendship became his lifeline. The chimp, with instincts far sharper than his own, would frantically shake leaves to warn him of hidden snakes. It would climb high into the canopy and return with fruits it had carefully gathered, offering them to him. On the coldest nights, it would curl up beside him, a small, warm presence against the vast, dark chill. Daniel began to talk to it, not as an animal, but as a brother. He shared stories of his mother, his unfulfilled dreams, his deepest regrets. He confessed how he wished he had lived more fully before the crash. He made a promise to the silent forest, "If I make it out of here, I'll never waste another day." In the profound silence that followed, the chimp reached out and gently touched his cheek, as if to say, "Keep going." On the 47th day, Daniel's body finally gave out. He collapsed at the edge of a riverbank, with no strength left to move, no hope left to fuel him. It felt like the end. But his little friend refused to let it be. The chimpanzee scrambled away into the dense jungle, letting out a series of loud, desperate screams. Minutes later, a sound pierced the forest's quiet human voices. A rescue team. They later explained they were drawn by the frantic calls of what sounded like a frightened animal. When they found Daniel, lying unconscious, the little chimp was right there beside him, refusing to leave his side. As the rescuers lifted him, tears streamed down Daniel's face. He wasn't crying just because he was saved, but because deep in that jungle, a small, wild creature had shown him the true meaning of humanity. Life is fragile. Today could be your last normal day. But courage can turn any jungle into a path of hope, whatever you're facing right now. Don't give up. Your rescue may be closer than you think. If this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss more inspiring stories like this. Your support keeps this channel alive and keeps hope alive in someone's heart today.